Hello, good morning or afternoon, everyone, depending on where you're joining us from. And welcome to today's webinar. My name is Menelik Brown from the Business Review team, and I'll be your host today. It's our pleasure to have Almac today with us, who will be discussing protocol to patient, managing clinical supplies in an evolving marketplace. We are joined today by Richard Mullin and Martin McGlone, both project group managers of Almac's supply chain management team. Richard graduated from Queen's University Belfast with a degree in biomedical science and has over 15 years experience in the pharmaceutical industry. Beginning his career in manufacturing of veterinary products, he subsequently moved into clinical research at Biokinetic Europe and specialized in data management, protocol writing, and project management of Phase 1 and Phase 2A clinical trials. Since joining Almac in 2007, he has worked with pharma and biotech companies to manage support chains across the full range of sponsors and trial designs. Joining Richard today, we also have Martin, who holds a degree in biological science and also a master's in biomedical science from the University of Ulster. He has over 10 years experience in the pharmaceutical industry, and Martin joined Almac in 2005 and has extensive supply chain management experience in multiple therapeutic areas, trial design, and study phases. He became a key figure in leading Almac's dedicated supply chain management team. So I'd like to take this opportunity to remind the audience that you can submit your questions using the question tool, which is located on your right-hand side. Please make sure to submit your questions to the panelists. You can submit your questions at any point during the presentation. We will allocate 10 to 15 minutes at the end of the presentation and try and answer your questions or your thoughts. So with no further ado, I'd like to hand over to Martin, who will be starting the presentation.
Okay. Thank you, Melanek, and thank you to everybody who's taken the time out of their schedule to join our webinar today. And I suppose depending on your location, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. So our webinar is entitled Protocol to Patient, Managing Clinical Supplies in an Evolving Workplace.
So last question for you guys. Do most companies get their drug and empty packaging returned to local depot for destruction, or do they destroy it on site?
I would say there's definitely no clear-cut answer. I would say packaging, I typically don't see being returned to a depot for destruction. Many of our customers they're either in one camp or the other. We have some clients who very specifically say sites will destroy all medication, and only if they cannot due to local regulations will they return that material to a central or local depot. Other clients are taking the approach of having everything, or not packaging, but all unused drug returned to the local depot or central depot for returns, accountability, and destruction. So I wouldn't say there's any clear-cut trend that we can see. We're seeing both methods being used.
Just in addition to that, Manilak, what I have seen is that there's definitely an increasing trend towards the management of accountability better, so that at sites, the GCP accountability is not being repeated once it hits depots, that we are doing the unit accountability at site and we're doing package or shipper accountability at the depots, so that we're not reworking and doubling up on the information.